Are you wondering what your favorite wacky nerds are up to? Search for Campaigns of the Plains on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and make sure to follow and like us to keep up with all our content and news. You might also find exclusive content for fans only. Remember to catch us on YouTube every Friday at noon for a new episode of Campaigns of the Plains.
And welcome back to Campaigns of the Plains. This is our special holiday one-shot.
No, the Christmas sweaters?
Yes.
I was hot.
For most. There'll be pictures later. There's some proof.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
And
Nerds.
Instagram. And TikTok.
Do you have a dating Twitter?
And Facebook.
And...
We should.
No.
Should we say TikTok?
We said TikTok.
Okay, just making sure.
Just follow us.
One of those things has a link to all of those things.
Yeah, the everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Just click on it.
Make sure that you guys tune in every Friday on our YouTube channel. We will have new episodes up. And I'll turn it...
Noon?
We don't really like to do times. Like,
Yeah.
it is Fridays.
Noon. It's standard. It's central. We're not in Easter time.
They are good. They go live 11 Central.
You've been filming this?
Guys, I swear I watched the videos, but I watched them at like 2 a.m. on like a Saturday.
My dog watches them.
But yeah, every Friday, new episodes on YouTube. And our podcast, Master Travis, has new episodes of the former Fridays episodes out on the following Wednesday. So, anywhere you get your podcasts. So, Apple, Google, Spotify.
Or if you don't like any of those and it's on some weird obscure one, we're on there too, except for like one.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we're out there. Be part of our growing listener community. I keep checking the stats, and it's growing every day, so get in while it's hot.
Thanks for that one random guy in Germany for listening. We appreciate it.
And
Tell him in Spanish.
I think somewhere in Belgium, too. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know about the
Not in Spanish, in German. I said Spanish.
Fat Tire. That's a Belgian beer, right?
Yeah, something like that. But hey, thank you, all of you, around the world.
We appreciate you.
Podmaster. Is that what we're calling you now?
Podmaster?
Podmaster.
Are you the master of the pod?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Pod
I
racing?
am the Podmaster.
Podmaster.
You're a Padawan.
Pod racing, too? Is that what we're
Yeah,
doing with that
let's
one?
Pod racing?
do it.
Uh-oh. George Lucas just sued us.
Oh, damn.
Dang it.
Oh, Disney.
Disney. No.
Disney. Yeah. Anyway, so welcome to another murder mystery one shot. This time around, we actually do have Matt and Travis with us this time. So they will be playing characters here, and
You know, at the beginning of the episode, before you find out who done it, how about you comment below?
Yeah, who did it?
Who do you think did it? And
Random
who
guess.
do you think it did it? And were you right at the end of it? Because it was
What?
It was Josh.
Anyway.
Because I don't think we know who did it, do we?
Nope, we don't even know who did it. Josh
I don't even know who done what.
Yeah, Josh didn't even tell like the person who did it that they did it. I guess
Maybe.
maybe
Oh, God.
it's Christian again.
Spoilers! Did you guys watch that one?
Did you guys watch the?
We got through parts of it, and we didn't finish it. No. So, if there are any reoccurring characters here, we will be surprised.
Yes.
Excuse me.
As we all should be, because we don't know who these people are.
Right.
Right.
I've made him.
Oh.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
This is the second time today I've spilled things. I spilled a
Someone
whole
get her up there.
bottle of water
You get a baby
all over
bottle.
my desk.
Alright, so these murder mystery campaigns, if you have not watched the previous or listened to the previous ones, take place in Eberron. More specifically, this particular one is going to take place in the city of Sharn. The setting is more of a 1920s early industrial feel, so there is kind of a steampunk magic pump vibe to the entire world. So there's a number of billboard signs, advertisements, definitely are cigarettes advertisements where it was cool and hip to be smoking and all of that. Currently, though, the world has changed a little bit since...
Don't smoke, kids. It's not cool and hip to smoke.
It's not.
It's not.
But the world has changed since the last murder mystery, as this particular country has seen an uptick in the war effort with their neighboring country. An increase in warforged that carry a certain battery that allows them to not have to recharge as often. So this was a little result of our last murder mystery one shot. So
I'm surprised.
I
Le gasp.
was more expecting a reaction out of Christian since
He's still writing his character.
Womp womp.
Right. So
Look, I only had like a day and a half.
Only.
our story takes place centering around a company called Montgomery's Wards and Charms, a purveyor of not necessarily cheap but readily available magical items. Not high quality magic items, but magic items that may help around the everyday. And they are a giant department store that has many different facilities throughout Sharn. And the characters in this are actually all employees of Montgomery's. The employees themselves have had a pretty rough year this year because of the war effort. There's been delays in shipping due to material needed for the war. There's also been a number of shortage of workers because people are still being drafted for certain positions in the war, but not so much. So, you all received invites to the company party. It will be taking place aboard a cruise steamboat on one of the nearby rivers. And the way to get there is by riding train to the nearby wharfs. So you were all given directions to the nearest train platform. It is early evening and the sun has gone down on the city, but the unnatural lights within the city, as well as the ever-spewing chimneys pumping out loads of coal and other various gases. Yes, hard pumping even.
This stream is not for children.
This stream is not for
Oh,
children.
yeah. I don't like kids. You should get away.
But it's just become evening, and most lamplighters are going around the city, making sure that all of the street lights have been turned on. There is this dull blue glow to the city, as well as a light fog that's rolled in. It is early spring, and there's been a recent thaw, so no snow on the ground. It's still a little wet, but it is warming up to the point where you may need an outer jacket if you're a little chilly, but not really. The fog begins to roll at your feet as you make your way to the train platform. This particular one, there's already a couple people standing at it, and they're slowly being ushered into the train itself. This train is black as night, with purple veils on the window. Exactly. And along the train cars, in a golden and royal purple lettering, it is the Midnight Veil.
I know this place.
Deja vu.
It all comes back to the fucking train.
It all comes back to the train. So, we will start over here. with Alicia's character. If you would like to introduce yourself as you step up to the platform.
Okay. My character is okay. My character's name is Elaine Baxter. She is a female tiefling.
Of what coloration?
She's got kind of a light pinkish colored of skin. And she's got her hair's cut in a bob, and she's got it kind of curled and styled, and she's wearing a beaded headband. And she's got a short sleeve kind of like drop waisted dress that is a little bit longer than knee length, and it's got some intricate beading on it with gloves to match, obviously, and some little black pumps to match it as well.
It's a tiefling flower.
Yeah, 1920s. She's gonna look 1920s. And she's got a little beaded clutch that kind of matches her whole ensemble with her as well. And that I don't know. That's her.
So you step up to the train platform, and there is a pair of identical Warforged in dark blue.
Oh, and she does
conductor.
also have a pair of wings.
There is a pair of matching Warforged at the entrance to one of the cars that most people seem to be gathering on. They are wearing matching conductor outfits in dark blue. Both of them have a gold pocket watch as well as matching hats. And they look around expectantly at you, since you are the closest one to the train, and they say, "Ticket, please."
Of course.
And they take your ticket and they punch it, and they say, "Please make your way inside."
I do that.
All right.
First.
Next, Paige, if you want to introduce your character.
Okay. My character is Shannon Montgomery, and she is a human. She's got pretty platinum blonde hair, very beachy looking. She's in a shorter dress, probably similar to what yours is.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a lot of jewelry on. Looks like she's pretty wealthy. Lots of gems, diamonds, stuff like that. It looks like her makeup is actually a little runny, like it's been on for an extra day or two. Yeah, that's about her.
Alright. They, a pair of conductors look around at you next and say, "Ticket, please."
I don't need my ticket. You know who I am.
And they kind of look at each other, and then, it seems like some information is passing, and then they say, "Sorry for the confusion, ma'am. Please step on board."
I like her.
Next.
Got attitude.
Okie dokie. So up steps this Loxodon female. That's an elephant person, don't you know? And her name is Martha Bauer. And so I guess to explain her dress, you would say that she's a little gaudy. She has kind of a baggy, long sleeve blue blouse. And she's wearing some khaki capris.
It's my favorite part.
She has a pair of pearls, but they look like a little cheap. They might be a knockoff plastic or some sort of newfangled material sort of pearls. She has some plate gold bangles on her wrist, and some hoop earrings off of her large ears. And she's calling back to her husband, "Hank? Hey, Hank, you got the tickets?"
And walking up behind her, you see a very short, probably 3 foot high Maypock, which is a raccoon person, who has a giant sword on his back, probably almost as big as he is, with...
Wait, but what's your... You were a Loxodon, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
cool.
With just like suspenders, like really old, raggedy, with a coat, even though covered in fur, so probably doesn't need a coat, but still has a coat. Like holes in his suspenders, looks like he's worn them every day for his entire life. Oh, hey, hon, I got him right here as he pulls both the tickets out of his coat pocket.
Oh, Hank, I told you to change your pants before we came.
I'm fine, hon.
I set out a pair and everything.
It's fine.
I love them.
See, I told you. I fucking hate them. They make some casserole. There's casserole all over his shirt, right?
Oh my gosh.
Casserole.
They both usher you and take your tickets and are like, please, on board quickly. So they look around.
How do you follow that?
Christian?
I know,
This is the wrong train.
I don't think I belong here. Okay.
Did you come up with a character yet?
Dude, this is the wrong campaign.
Shit.
Did your accent change again?
No.
But I was the one wearing the Russian tracksuit.
Oh, God. I don't even know how to... You can't follow that.
You can't.
So, I'm a half-elf looking, maybe... You would... I guess for a human would maybe... I don't really know. You might mistake him for being middle-aged because he's got jet black hair with streaks of white, but he still seems to look young in the face. As part of his recent job efforts, it seems as though he might have gotten a little more fit, but otherwise, due to his attire, it looks a little more scholarly, with a nicer suit, but not really high class. It looks as though maybe this is something he rented for the occasion, just to make sure that he fit in with some sort of a special occasion.
Not tailored, but...
Yes, it fits, but definitely not made
Halfway through the
specifically
night, he
for
takes
him.
it off because it's a rental and he's not getting vomit on it.
Yeah, probably. I don't even know how that's... there's really not much that I can...
What's his name? We still haven't...
His name is Pyotr Kardashev.
Okay. Pyotr?
Pyotr.
Okay.
Pyotr.
Hey, Plato.
Okay. And so the Warforged looked at you for a second and then kind of like make a quizzical look at each other and then are like, ticket, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Here you go.
And they take the ticket and punch you on and say, just kind of like hand it back slowly and are like, be careful.
What's your character?
I'm sorry, is
All aboard, please.
I'm not sure if it's safe. No.
We'll insure it.
Uncomfortable.
We'll insure it. Don't worry.
What's your character's name?
Just say Shannon.
I think you said Shannon.
Oh, no.
Shannon?
Sorry, we're just figuring out everyone's name.
I will go around again and ask just so
I'm writing
we have-
them all
Okay.
down because I have a short-term memory.
Eric, they look at you next, and as the last person on the platform.
I am Rourke Moranus. Yeah, thank you.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a plan where it's let's see. I wrote some things about him. He is a person. But I thought I pulled this in.
What's your
Plato.
Pyotr? P-Y-O...
Pieter.
Pyotr. Yes.
Pieter.
Okay.
Like a Russian Peter.
Yes.
spelling it really wrong, but it's fine.
Good.
Rourke is an average-looking orc. He stands upright with his head and chest puffed out, but is still not 6 feet tall like many orcs that tower over him. He's a half-orc. His skin is a boring gray that is contrasted by the dark clothing he wears. A black tunic is bundled tightly around his torso with fitted slacks that match. Simple boots cover his feet. This outfit specifically curated by himself is worn every day as if a uniform. Each day it looks pressed and perfect. Co-workers joke that he must have multiple articles of clothing that match. Little do they know that his closet is full of the same black outfit that he has arranged neatly for easy access. He prefers spending his time thinking more about important things than what to wear each day. He keeps his white hair plain, short, and neat. His hair is trimmed and meticulously styled to the side perfectly each day. A lock never out of place. He can be seen often checking his appearance in reflective surfaces. His deep brow constantly furrowed and a constant concern for the mouth breathers that surround him. Rourke the Orc has resting orc face. Many co-workers joke in the break room, away from his sharp pointed ears. Brr, it's cold in here. There must be a Rourke around here. They cheer when complaining about the cold, frigid air that seems to radiate from his frigid demeanor. His tusks slightly stick out from his bottom lip as he sits silently judging people and audibly scoffs as he sees the stupidness that takes place outside of his small office.
All right. So yeah, they ask you for your ticket as you approach.
Done this before. I know what's going on. He just tosses the ticket at him.
They catch it with a swift deftness and like stamp it and then hand it back to you.
You are good for something. And he'll walk on.
So you hear from the inside cabin the familiar whistle of an all aboard signal, and the train with a tug, as everybody kind of compensates a little bit bodily wise if they're not sitting, to the pull of the engine. Feel the train take off from from the platform. So, one more time for names.
Okay.
Alicia?
Elaine.
Paige?
Shannon.
And Travis?
Martha.
Hank.
Christian?
Piotr.
And Eric.
Rourke.
All right. So, we have our cast of characters for this evening. The car that you are all in is not exactly super high maintenance. You can tell that that particular car has already been
Shit, did
filled up.
somebody get murdered in this car? I didn't know somebody got murdered in this car. I heard that somebody got murdered in this train car. Okay? There's gonna be a ghost in here or something.
Oh dear, that's awful scary.
Martha is has these really large, like, because it's early technology, like oversized headphones on.
Okay.
Right? And what appears to be like a record player on her hip. And she is power walking up and down the aisles. I'm sorry, excuse me. Usually I do this with my girlfriends on the weekends, but I didn't have time.
I lean over to Piotr. She's been working on her figure all year. She's lost at least like 10 pounds. I'm so proud.
Yes, I too am proud of her.
I heard that she's losing weight because, well,
Okay.
You're correct. I don't want to know.
you're fun to talk to.
You said I don't want to know, so I guess I don't want to know.
That's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to say, oh no, it's okay. You can tell me. You can tell anybody.
I don't understand what you are saying to me now. I'm really confused.
Who are you? I don't remember seeing you at the last office potluck.
I'm the dock manager.
Oh, that's why I've never seen you.
Yes, we are very busy in dock.
Wait,
He says with a very heavy accent.
are
Like,
you
he
the
is
one who
not
slept with the
from-
last secretary?
What?
I think you are. You look familiar now. I think that's right.
Oh.
Oh my god, did you hear
Are
you
you-
slept with the
I
last
already
secretary? I think she got pregnant.
Oh, I know she did.
What?
Well, you better be taking child support.
I don't understand what is...
Hun, why don't you sit down for a bit?
Ah, jeez. Oh, I just got one more lap, okay?
Fine.
you see now as a couple of gnome gentlemen dressed in very fine jackets and long sleeve white t-shirts and very crisp slack pants that match as well. They start entering the car with types of drinks and small little hors d'oeuvres. They start passing them out to folks for anybody who wants any. So,
I take that as I scoot right by him.
the glass is definitely not your size, Martha. They definitely weren't accounting for a Loxodon lady.
Oh, right.
There's like a water
In
base.
fact, I pick it up with my trunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's like a flower base over there if you want to just like dump it out and put some of the.
What was that, hon? I couldn't hear ya.
You're looking fabulous.
Oh, thanks, hon.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Little scamp.
I wonder how they like, you know.
So it's roughly about 20 minutes before you guys start hearing the waves of the nearby river crashing against the docks there. And this is your first sight of the vessel, the Belle of the Ball. It is a 3-tiered steamboat. This is 3 decks of just public access. So they also have, the boiler room down below, as well as storage, steerage, everything below that. So this is a massive, massive vessel. And it has one of those giant roll wheels on the back. You can see that whatever powers this particular engine has already started up, and its 2 giant steam stacks are smoking. There's a number of lights on the dock at this point. String lights like the old-fashioned ones where they are Christmas colored. It is festival, by the way, here just at the beginning of the year. And this is your festival celebration. So a time for gift giving, being with family, that sort of thing. And you see that the vessel itself is all lit up with these lights as well on the sides. So very festive. You actually see on the outside dock that on the outside deck that they have placed 2 giant lights from either one of the smokestacks to the middle, and there stands a giant, 11-foot, pine-style tree that has been decorated to the tilt with lights and all sorts of tinsel, that kind of thing. So, right in the middle of the deck, hard to miss. There are a number of people that you might recognize from work, maybe some that you don't care for, all loading up on the dock. You guys seem to be the last ones to depart from the train and stand in line to board the Belle of the Ball.
Oh, look at the lights, Hank.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful, hon.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a blast.
Whatever you say, hon.
I heard that Louisa helped plan this whole tree thing, but did you hear that she left her husband for a younger man? Oh,
Wait, which girl is this?
Louisa, don't you know Louisa? She works in accounting.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll know her when you see her. She wears way too much makeup.
Wipe some mine off.
So you guys start going up the gangplank and make your way on towards the vessel. And a number of attendees in suit attire are there to greet you and give you a festival lei. So you guys have these leis of very colorful festival flowers, blues and reds and greens, all laid about you so as to kind of appoint you as part of the party goers for this. Shannon, you're the last one to kind of get on after you kind of let Elaine here kind of go ahead and start to mingle with the crowd, because you see your father, Edwin, and he's waiting for you, and he says, "You were supposed to be part of the first train."
Oops.
Listen, this night has to go perfect.
Okay.
Please don't be anybody but yourself, okay? And he's kind of smiling and waving and like doing the little side hug with you as people are like taking pictures and doing that kind of thing and being like, "Oh, hey, Edwin." And he's like, "Oh, hey." And then he immediately like drops that face and like turns to you and is like, "Being serious."
I'll do my best.
All right. So you all kind of notice the boss talking to this girl that was on the train with you as well, and he kind of takes off towards what looks to be like probably the steering cabin. He kind of waves to you all and smiles, gives you a big, nice smile, and says, "Oh, welcome to the Belle of the Ball, everyone. I will see you later in the hall."
I power up to him,
Okay.
and I say, "Oh, Mr. Montgomery, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
You get stopped like 5 feet from him by a couple of half-orcs that are like flanking him on either side, very large individuals. You would know that these individuals have a very rough reputation in the company. They are his personal bodyguards. Their names are Newman and Whitcomb.
Okay.
But they kind of stop you from power walking up.
Well, I'm yelling over them. So.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Montgomery. Hi, Marta. I'm head of your customer service department.
Oh, yes. Thank you, dear. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Hey, if you had some time, I'd like to set up a meeting to discuss some ideas I had for the department.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you make a booking with me come Monday? We'll see you then.
Martha!
Have a good party tonight.
I can help you make that booking.
Okie dokie.
I'm the secretary, so I can help you get that on the schedule.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
Yeah, just, remind me in the morning or something.
Okie dokie, hon.
All right. So they wait a few seconds to make sure that you're not going to follow and kind of give him a lead, and then they one of them turns and then the other one follows to kind of give them some separation there. But he makes his way off, and you see as now the attendees are trying to start to like form you guys down into the first level, as they say, we're going to start with the supper this evening in the hall, and there will be an announcement by Mr. Montgomery. So everybody, if you'd make your way, we'll feed you first, and then there's plenty of games and other things to see on the ship.
How much do you think they spent on the food?
Who are you talking to?
All of you.
Oh, I'm sure it was quite expensive. Mr. Montgomery has quite the pretty penny to his name, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Oh, yeah, don't you know?
Oh, I'm sure he does, too. I mean, he owns a whole company.
Well, it is a pleasure to be with all you today. So, what department? You said you're the secretary. Now, where are you all from? I saw you talking to Mr. Montgomery. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Shannon.
Oh, Shannon? And what department do you work in?
Are you like his executive secretary or something?
I'm his daughter.
Oh, shit!
Oh, you're Mrs. Montgomery?
Miss!
Oh, excuse me, I aged you before your time. Oh, I didn't mean that.
I didn't even know he had a daughter. Oh my gosh.
Aren't you supposed to be his secretary? Shouldn't you know that?
But there's like 5 of us, okay?
He has
like
5?
I'm not his
executive
secretary.
He has 5 secretaries, honey?
I
He's had
guess
5
so.
at one time.
Oh, okay. Seems excessive, but okay.
Yeah. Well,
There's
that's
a lot
very
of work
interesting.
for more than just one person to do, okay? I'm like doing this because my nails are like super long. We work really hard every day, okay?
Oh, and I'm sure you do, hon. And what are you fellas? Well, where do you work?
I work in my office.
What department? I think she means.
I work with numbers.
Oh, are you an accountant?
Yep.
Oh my god, you're not the husband that got dumped by his wife recently, are you? There's been a lot of office drama lately, okay, people? There were people having sex in the custodial closet the other day.
I bet it was me.
Oh, good for you, hon.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, were you that pleasant fellow I had the talk with on Wednesday?
I don't know if pleasant's the right word, but we probably talked.
Okie dokie, just checking.
What's your name?
Work.
Work?
Rourke?
We're not at work.
Nope. I'm Rourke.
Oh,
I'm
Rourke!
Rourke.
You're Rourke.
Rourke.
Rourke from work.
Yeah.
Rourke from work.
And who are you then?
I'm really, this is all confusing. But, my name is Traitor.
Oh, that's an interesting name. And where do you work?
I am dock manager.
Oh, I don't get down there very often. No, they keep me up in the offices, answering the calls that ring in.
You said you're an HR, right?
No. I'm the customer service manager.
Oh.
Yes, and this is my husband, Hank. Say hi,
Do
Hank.
you work at the company
Hi.
or are you just like the plus one?
I'm the lower manager. As you can probably see, as I gesture to myself, I had a recent change about myself.
You don't just look like that all the time?
No, and I do this with my paws.
I do this back with my nails.
I'm not used to having these, whatever these are, paws?
Haven't you had those your whole life?
No.
No. Yeah, he had an unfortunate accident with one of the charmed objects. As you can see, his humongous sword.
Yeah, this thing.
His humongous sword got rather attached to him, and it turned him into this little creature here. Normally, he's a regular old halfling.
So
Oh my god.
you stayed the same size then, or
Yeah?
you're just
How do you think my
you're
clothes
just
fit?
cuter now.
And that,
Oh, thanks.
excuse my swearing, but that gosh dang human resources just won't get back with the workers' comp.
Oh my gosh! I pulled a muscle in my back. Okay, lifting up a package of paper was so heavy, and it took me 4 weeks to hear back from them. And by then, I was already done with all of my physical therapy. It's
So-
awful.
Sounds terrible.
They still paid me for the time, but whatever.
What
Oh,
does that mean, lifting package of paper?
You know, like a thing of paper to like write on.
I'm confused. You hurt back?
It was heavy.
Lifting paper?
Okay.
I don't get what...
You know
You're
what?
confusing.
You could like bend the wrong way and tweak your back. The back is a very fragile thing. Okay.
I'm aware, yes.
I mean, like, you've got probably one of those bracey things to keep your back from breaking.
I don't know what that is.
You should invest in one.
I-
Maybe you'll get one for Christmas.
Sure.
Festival.
I don't know what Christmas is.
yeah.
Is this...
I hear that
Am
they
I lost?
celebrate it in another country.
In Soviet Eberron.
Oh, do you smell that, hun? It smells like really good food. Do you...
I think they need some more paprika.
So, like, were you cursed with a cursed object too, and you used to be a halfling, or is this just what you look like?
Oh no, hon. This is 100% me.
Okay. Just checking. You never know who's cursed and who's not cursed.
But
Like,
you knew she
Tina,
was police.
who works part-time, she accidentally got turned into a little rat or something, but I think that's just because she wronged a witch by sleeping with, like, her girlfriend or something.
Oh, well, it might be because Tina is a little rat, but...
Oh, you've met Tina!
Well, I think she was working for the mailroom that one day, just filling in, and so I saw her running around. Yeah, so...
Yeah, she likes to open mail and, like, take things out of it that doesn't belong to her.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't fired her yet.
Well, I keep reporting her to HR, but again, their turnaround time is just ridiculous.
It is pretty awful. I think you and I see eye to eye.
I think so. We should have a lunch date sometime.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. Sure.
So you guys... You guys are in the line as it's going down, and you now enter this pretty massive hall. There is one giant chandelier at the top. There seems to be like a dance hall of some sort that's been converted into an eating area for the moment. There's a number of round tables with small glass fixtures in the middle of them with dim blue magical lights, and they're all set with names and everything. And as you kind of look around, you see the HR manager, Audrey, come over, and she's like, "Oh, come on, dears, come on. This is your table here, okay?"
Oh, hi, Audrey.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hey, have you gotten around to looking into Hank's problem?
We've submitted the paperwork. It's going through as fast as it can.
Well, I just don't know what the problem is.
Well, it has to go through lots of levels, all right?
Well, I just don't know how many levels there are. I mean, there's only 10 floors to the building.
It's got to go through every one of those, and then it finally has to get signed by Mr. Montgomery. But we'll let you know when it's ready. Now, just go enjoy your food, all right?
Hun, it's okay. I'll be fine.
Yeah, look at his way. He's like really cute right now. You can give him like scrooches and stuff.
Well, that may be true, but there just better be plenty of deviled eggs for me, or else I don't know what I'm going to do.
So you guys see, conveniently enough, you are all seated at the same table. So your name cards are all there.
I'm surprised your dad sat you with us.
I think this.
When he doesn't.
You look and you see that Shannon's name card has been scribbled on there real quick, like your dad set you there on purpose.
Oh, fuck.
He's putting you in timeout.
So, like, are you guys estranged or something? Because, like, I feel like he'd have you sitting with him. I mean, like, when I go out to dinner with my dad, we don't sit on opposite sides of the restaurant.
He's been wanting me to talk to other people lately.
Well, you're talking to me.
Like, in closets, or...
No.
Don't get any ideas, okay? She's younger than you, I think, maybe.
I'm not... I don't know.
And I'm still pretty sure you're the guy who was sleeping with that other girl.
I feel like you think everyone is sleeping with other people.
Everyone is, okay? There's a whores in our office.
I promise I'm not sleeping with anybody else.
Oh, you better not be.
You would crush me on
I'll throttle you.
Yeah.
Oh, Martha's my favorite.
At any rate, welcome to the table. We're glad to have you amongst the commoners.
Well, you know what? Martha has a poker game once a week. Maybe you can join that and meet even more people.
Oh, I'm really good at poker.
It's got alcohol.
Well, I don't know, Martha, are you drinking again?
Oh no, I've been off the sauce for a little while.
That's all right, girl. You know what? I know some great raves we could go to.
Tonight?
Well, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's still Sunday.
You know bridge? There's a bridge club down at the supper club that you could join. We definitely have some open seats.
I know a place where you can take shots out of somebody's navel.
There we go.
You're all invited.
Oh, that sounds like fun, hon.
I think you have a
that's
really big
definitely a word
navel,
for it.
Martha, so I think you would have it'd be like more like a shot and a half.
Okay. Well. Oh, I think I see the appetizers coming. They look really good.
Yep. So you do see the appetizers hit the table. For most of you that have elected for certain diets. There's something to meet those diets, but otherwise it's things, very fancy things like caviar and oysters in the half shell.
Turtle power. Sorry! You do that every time.
And then just different small cuts of meat, cheeses, and fruits, as well as very, very fancy crackers and bread. The really amazing part for most of the lower workers is that this is butter that's being set at your table with the bread. It is not margarine or oil or anything like that, which, because of the war effort, butter is super duper rare right now. So this is real whipped butter at your table.
Oh my god, who did your dad have to shoot to get butter?
Ooh, fancy.
Real fancy.
Oh.
Pretty normal to me.
I bet you get to keep your pantyhose too.
How long has it been? Oh, God, how long has it been?
It's like
since we had butter?
in the real world,
Oh,
when the war
it's
happened, they got rid of
been since we left the
pantyhose because they
farm.
used the
Oh.
nylon for
Okay.
like parachutes.
Yeah.
History fact. And
There's a
women used
slut
to
thing.
and then women used to draw lines on the back of their legs with like eyeliner to make it look like they were actually still wearing pantyhose.
Interesting.
Yeah, real life fact about the war.
Mhm.
I watch a lot of documentaries.
But yes, there is quite a dish of the whipped butter too. I mean, it's not just, like a stick of butter or anything. This is actually somebody took the time to whip it, make it spreadable, so it's very creamy.
Sounds like butter.
I just take a piece of bread and butter.
It's like the whole stick.
Whole stick. I'm from the south, and you put lots of butter on your bread. You butter all the way to the edges.
Oh, my God.
No piece of bread left unbuttered. Josh knows.
Yes, it's a problem in our house. But yeah, so very fine set of food, especially the fruit that comes out. Definitely out of season for this area of the world at the moment. But when you bite into it, it definitely has a refinement to it. It's not the rough, there's a couple of citrons, especially oranges and things like that, where most of the time the ones you guys get are, you can get at the marketplace are nice and small. They're very stringy, but these have been cut, de-stringed, and they are laid out in fanciful fashion, where it looks like a flower, and there's actual flowers on the plates themselves that definitely seem to be out of season at the moment. So this is quite the spread, and there are lots of tables here in this area, with pretty much the same spread as well.
Oh, goodness. I feel like a princess.
Do you get to eat like this every day?
Actually, that's my job.
What?
It's literally to take people out to dinners, yeah.
Your job is to take people out to dinner?
Oh, is that part of your making new friends thing?
Yeah, I make a lot of friends.
Are you an escort?
No.
Oh, okay. But no shade, okay? My best friend is an escort, and she does a good job. She works for this really cool half-orc lady.
I don't. Why is it so bad to take people where they're going?
It's not.
Then why are you?
I mean, if you got the money for it
What do you
anyway.
mean
Didn't
by
you hear?
shade?
Didn't you hear about that scandal about the priest who was arrested for killing somebody, and he was all about the escorts.
No, I know nothing about
It was all over the papers.
Yep, we're bringing it up, Eric. Headline just says home.
But anyway, he went to some of the establishments that my friend works for. She said it's a great place to work. They pay way better than your dad does, no offense.
Your friend works for guidance company.
What?
She takes people where they're going.
She helps people go somewhere.
She helps people get off. She is a prostitute.
What are they getting off?
Rocks.
Why are they on rocks?
I think you need to take him into a closet and show him what rocks are.
He doesn't know what rocks are. She's got.
If it'll be a long night for sure. But you know what? Your dad wants you to make more friends.
It's true. Want to be friends?
I don't know.
Just say yes,
Does,
honey.
do I get food? Do you pay for a fancy meal? Or is
I'm sure someone's eating now. You're eating a fancy meal right now.
Do you pay for more fancy meals? Is this? I don't know. What does be friend with you mean? I don't get. Why do you have to be paid for being friend?
My dad pays for me to be friends with people.
Oh.
Is it like allowance? I hear this term being used by parents.
Yes, but he took away my allowance. So
now you have to make friend for free.
yeah.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
Well, shit, honey, I'll be your friend for free.
Alright.
Sweet.
That's what we're drinking.
I love to drink. Do you like gossip? I
Yes.
know what everyone has ever done and who they've ever done in the office.
You remind him a lot.
I don't think that's true, but
Oh, no,
that's
honey.
fine.
I wink at you.
All right. So as the orders and appetizers are eaten at the table, this is a 5-course meal, by the way, which is pretty extravagant for most of you. The next course is soup and salad. So
You just see me put
What's
some of the
the
butter.
Garden?
endless breadsticks.
I'm so full
Non-spawn,
of
by the way.
Spawn.
But taste, like,
Or
send me
ditto.
some of your, like, dressing and we'll talk.
There are a couple of the what is the piece called that basically has a tiny lid and they have soup in them, the little kettles. You know
A
what I'm talking-
tureen?
What? Yes. There are a couple of different tureens that are brought to the table. One of them has some kind of minestrone. The other one has some kind of bisque. There is one more that has some kind of like nochi style soup as well. And then there is a pretty fancy salad brought here with different types of greens and even some like flower leaves in there as well. A couple different very tall glasses with oil, different flavored oils as well brought to the table for dressing as well. So it's a pretty full course here.
Ooh, soup. I really like soup.
Does anyone want my tomatoes?
I'll have them.
I, like, roll them over.
And I put them, and I'm sure they're big for my hands. I just nibble at it.
Are you sure you want him to turn back to the way he was? He's so cute.
Oh, I really like my husband the way he is. I mean, he is the father of my children, so...
What?
You guys have children?
What do they look like?
Oh, sure, Hank!
I would also like to know what they look like.
Don't you have your wallet with you?
I'll pull out my little wallet that has
Is your wallet?
I hope it unfolds like a bunch when you hold it up. Like, he literally stands up on his chair and, like, holds up the wallet and just, like, starts
And
to...
you see a couple of halfling children, but with humongous ears and very long trunk noses.
Yes!
How many kids do you guys have?
Oh, just the two.
Oh, but they're darling.
Oh my god, they're the sweetest little angels you have ever met.
They must hear really well.
They're getting big now, though, so, you know, it's...
How old are they?
Oh, well, one, he just got a job across the continent.
Oh, they're like adults.
Oh, yeah.
You need to, like, update your pictures.
Well, if you look down here at the bottom,
Oh.
this is last Festmas.
Fistmas?
Festmas. Whatever.
Festival.
Festival.
This is a different.
Festival. Oh, we celebrate different holidays in our household.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
follow
yeah.
that with the cubbyhole of Christmas.
But yeah, one went across the country for another job, and one, he just graduated primary, so he just moved out. So we're empty nesters now.
Well, y'all should just have more kids.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. Besides, my parts are getting a little rusty, if you know what I mean.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Rusty? Did you say rusty? Yeah. I don't think I should be rusty.
let's just say that I think my motherly days are behind me.
Well, you know what my parents did when I moved out? They got a dog.
Okay, I could see that.
So like, maybe you should get a dog or like a cat.
I don't know. The
Okay.
dog might be confused if it looks like that.
Or like
two dogs.
Like I don't know. You could get foreign exchange student.
Well, yeah, I suppose we could do that. I guess, really, since the kids moved out, I just kind of been burying myself in my work. And, all the new hires that they've been bringing in, they're kind of my kids now,
Yeah.
I mean, they've kind of gotten a little snotty nowadays. But, some of them are still sweet.
No, they're not. Don't lie to yourself. You know.
They're sweet.
I mean, the last new hire class, like half of them quit 3 days later.
Yeah, you betcha they did. But you work with what you got.
Maybe you should have made friends with them.
I'm pretty sure one of them was in the closet with her. I think his name was like Roger or something.
He's in the class?
Yeah, so.
Okay.
He's not in the class anymore.
Might have been one of the investors, maybe.
Oh, investors.
I get them all confused.
I want to know more about these investors. What are they investing in?
Just a company.
Yeah, but like, what about pay raises?
Did you say raises? I heard they were freezing raises.
Yeah, but like, why are they not doing raises if they're a gesture around me?
It's wartime. We don't have time to talk about this, nor the money to talk about it. Continue on.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're the accountant. I'm sure you know all about the no raises thing.
Yeah, no raises.
Yeah, well, how do they afford this then?
That's the question.
So eventually your plates are cleared away, and you're given a palate cleanser. So a couple small scoops of lemon and mint sorbet come to your table there. In between, of course, the main dish, which, whatever you chose.
Goodness, they brought dessert before the meal?
Oh, that's fancy.
Fancy.
Oh, I got some on my nose.
I might reach out over with my trunk and just swipe it off his nose.
Oh, thanks, hon.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
You see as one of the waiters that kind of come by just kind of stares at Martha as she does it.
Hey, do we get like free drinks with this?
Oh, yeah, yes, ma'am. I'll send.
Can I have two?
I will send the waiter over immediately. So the next course is, of course, the meat. For those of you who went for fish, there is grilled salmon. There's also braised beef. And then there is also what looks to be a chicken dish at the moment, but you ask around and it actually ends up being quail.
God, I sent in my RSVP like 2 months ago. I forgot what I ordered.
Well, this is really fancy. Oh my gosh. Oh,
hon, you could make that in a cinch.
I think that fish still has its eyeball.
well, it does. That's the French method.
What are French?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, you got a whole bird.
I would start just like tearing into my steak, not cutting it, just like ripping it.
Oh, hon, use your knife.
No, my teeth can tear. It's fine.
I know they can, but just use your knife, please.
Hun, I'm fine. I can do it. Just.
So anyway, I want him to turn back into halfling.
I think I'm starting to understand why. Because obviously, like, how you want your husband back, and not
Well,
this.
you know, he's the man I fell in love with.
Oh,
But he's still here.
yeah.
The drink, please. God, I'm so sick.
So after you finish your main course, they actually do come around, and there's a couple of small fruit tarts that are placed upon your plates, and they are paired with champagne.
This is not enough.
What, another dessert?
Can I get some ranch on the side?
Has to be ranch, doesn't it?
It has to be ranch.
It's gotta be ranch.
Well, they didn't
They're
serve
like-
it with the salad now, did they?
No.
It was some fancy vinegar stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're like, ranch? What's ranch?
Oh, hon, you should tell them all about ranch.
Oh,
It's like
my
sour
goodness.
cream with a bunch of herbs in it.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it.
Oh
It's
my
actually
god,
really
it is like a delicacy from where we're from.
Mhm.
You ought to try it.
I'm not gonna lie, okay? Like Martha had me try it with some pizza, and it was good.
Oh my god, it goes on everything. I swear to heck.
Ooh, it's great on casseroles.
It is great on casseroles.
You do bring a killer casserole to every company, Paula.
Oh yeah, I got at least a dozen frozen in the freezer.
So after that, after dessert, you get the last bits, and they are small little mint chocolate squares that are on a plate served with a side of tea or coffee for you.
And another dessert! What is this, a dessert meal?
Do you want your dessert, hon?
Oh yes, you know I want it.
Oh, dang.
Okay, I let you have it.
Oh, thanks, hon.
You're gonna have to do some power walking after all these desserts. There are like 6 of them.
Oh, hon, I've been power walking for a couple of years now. I'm really good. Don't worry about that. I do Taibo classes almost every day.
So as you guys are enjoying this final little bit, you see now up on kind of where a band might play, had sat the CEO of your company, Mr. Montgomery, as well as what seems to be probably the head of the boards and different areas of the company. You recognize most of these folks up here, Shannon. They're board members and investors as well. And you probably schmoozed with some of them at some point in time. But Mr. Montgomery, he stands up and takes his very fine crystal glass and taps his knife against it a couple times. And eventually the hall quiets down. And it seems like he's using some kind of magical implement around his neck to make his voice louder than what it should be so that everybody can hear him in this very large hall. And he says, "Welcome one and all of our family here at Montgomery's. And, you know, I know this last year has been very rough on all of us for sure, but I want to ensure you that everything in the company is coming back up to pace, even with the war efforts, and that we are on track to raises next year as well as increase productivity next year. So I want to thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed your meal. You will all be given some coins to, of course, bet around. Feel free to use your own money as well in the gambling hall. There will also be music later on here, as well as dancing once the area has been cleared up. A couple of games across the entirety of the ship, and of course, we'll be out on the river with all of the lights. Great atmosphere. So, to another year, if I may have you all raise your glasses, to another productive year.
I already drank all my champagne, so I raise an empty glass.
When somebody comes by and like pours champagne.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Quiz.
Mm-hmm.
And you see as he almost immediately, like, somebody whispers in his ear and then is kind of whisked off towards the back.
Mm-hmm.
The back hall. So, they wait for you for a couple more minutes to finish your meal, but it seems like people, the waiters are already clearing up tables. Anything that you're not eating or partaking of, they're already clearing up and pushing tables off to the side to be broken down, and for the dance floor to be cleared and cleaned so that the band that's already setting up on stage can start playing and there can be dancing and all that fun jazz. There are a couple of attendees, mostly from, it looks like there are some HR managers that may have been in charge of certain aspects of this one. And you see Audrey as she's handing out small bags of coins for folks to gamble with, small poker chips, basically, to gamble with. There is also maps being handed out of all of the sights to see on the boat itself. So,
Oh, did you see this, hon?
Oh, yeah.
They have bridge.
Oh, yes, they do. Oh, I bet I could clean them up. Oh, I'm not that mean.
Oh, hon, but it would be good practice.
Oh, you think I need practice?
You can never have too many hands of
Well,
bridge.
I suppose when you put it that way, yeah, you can't have too much bridge.
So they hand you these, and then Audrey actually comes over and she's like, "Oh, I think Mr. Montgomery wanted to see your table real quick. He's got some news for all of you.
Oh, okay.
If you'll just follow these gentlemen," and she points to Newman and Whitcomb, the bodyguards that stopped you earlier, Martha, and they are kind of pointing all of you towards kind of the back area of the backstage.
Oh, maybe we can get some answers about your problem now.
Oh, that would be great, hon.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Audrey just kind of rolls her eyes and said, "We're working on it, all right?"
Oh, I'm sure you are, hon.
So the two half-orcs motion you all back towards what seems to be like a small office. It's a very lush office. There is a number of leather chairs around a giant dark wood desk and very intricate carpets. And as you enter, the light is rather low. It's not magical light in here. It's all candlelight, so it's got this kind of smokiness to it. And you see, as Mr. Montgomery is talking to someone, he's standing behind the desk. He's not sitting in the chair. The chair itself is kind of swiveled around, so you can't see who's sitting there. But you do immediately smell the smell of a burning cigar. Something very exotic in the air of the cigar itself. As you know, some of you may have smoked at some point in time beforehand. Cigars of this quality they're foreign, so they're very hard to get right now. So you may recognize the smell, most of you, especially you, Theodore. It smells a little bit like home. But you see as he or this individual behind the chair and Mr. Montgomery finish talking, as you kind of come in, and Montgomery stands up and the chair kind of swivels around, and you see this human individual. He has kind of this twirled white mustache and just a little bit of a soul patch there. He's wearing a white suit with a black bow tie, and he's got a very large ring on his hand and slick back white hair. And he spins around and says, "Good evening, y'all. How you liking my fine vessel?"
Thanks for tuning in to Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, on with the show.
This description reminds me of the demon from from the other game that we played.
Monster of the Week?
Monster of the Week, yeah. This sounds like the Monster of the Week.
This
demon.
description reminds me of Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
It does, but the guy that was like chasing around Olivia also had like the southern accent and a white suit and cane.
Asmodeus. True.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another campaign.
Yep.
Sorry.
Let us show back up.
Yeah.
It's just that Josh has traumatized us at a lot of different campaigns now.
It just makes me hate Southern people.
Aw, I love you, Alicia.
Thanks.
Oh, this boat is very nice, hon, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you have the best vessel, I gotta say. Oh, yeah. Finest I've ever been on. It's the first one. So, I don't know if that says much, but you definitely set the bar, sir.
Well, I did build it myself, so...
With, your bare hands?
Yes, I did, in fact, and he points towards a picture now that you see behind you, and there is a picture of a much younger version of this gentleman, and he is on the top deck actually nailing boards down, and there's other people working around him as well, and he said, took me about 12 years to build this vessel, with help, of course, but I did put in my time.
Impressive.
Oh, we folks, we value hard work and pulling yourself up by the bootstraps.
Oh, yeah, don't you know? You betcha.
And he kind of pondered it for a moment, and he says, how is one supposed to pull themselves up by the bootstraps? Isn't that an impossible feat?
I was thinking the same thing.
Must be a metaphor for somewhere around here.
It's a turn of phrase for supporting yourself.
Okay.
Why not just say support yourself?
Well, it doesn't have quite the flair.
I have eaten dinner with these people for approximately 45 minutes, and I have learned that I'm falling into Southern. Thanks, Josh. And I've learned that they're only talk in metaphors.
We do?
Oh, I don't know about that, but
I don't know.
Dang if I do, dang if I don't,
really
right?
Ranch, they between the two of them a whole bottle. It was squirts of it on every meal.
Oh, of course.
Well, when they finally brought it, goodness gracious.
Did I see you drinking it once?
Maybe.
Well, as a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting. How you doing, Paige?
Yours is better, hon.
And this gentleman just kind of looks around and goes, well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I understand Mr. Montgomery here has some issues to speak with you with, and I granted him an issue of my office here, so on your way out, and he points towards a small table next to you, and there is a wood box that is propped open with cigars and stick matches, and he says, help yourself to one on your way out, all right?
Oh my god. Are we getting fired?
I don't know. Be ashamed to ruin such a evening. And he kind of looks at Montgomery, and Montgomery is like, it's different business.
Okay, fine. That's good at least. I don't know how I would support my dog if I lost my job.
So he stands up and he comes around with a lit cigar kind of in his mouth, and he's kind of limping a little bit on his left leg, leaning on his cane that he has that seems to be made of some kind of black wood with a motif of a sea serpent of some kind on the edge of the cane there with jeweled eyes. And he says, well, if you require anything on my vessel, please feel free to find me. I'll be out and about mingling with the crowd. By the way, my name is Samuel. Samuel Tarn. It's good honor to meet y'all.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Tarn.
Tarn.
Oh, excuse me. It's the accent.
No worries, dear. And he kind of smacks both of the orcs with his cane, and he says, now they want some private talk. Let's leave them to it, boys. And he leaves with the two bodyguards, and as they close the door behind them, Montgomery sits in the chair and kind of looks at all of you and says, well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, folks. This year was awful. This is, yes, my dear?
Oh, I was just gonna agree with you. It's been a shitty year.
Yes, quite. So, anyway, we really need to rally our departments next year because, suffice it to say, if we do not, we're not going to last much longer.
Well, excuse me for saying so, sir, but you throw this huge fancy party and we're not doing good? Like, what? how are we supposed to take that? Like, obviously, this costs a fortune. And here you are saying that we don't have, that we're not doing good?
Well, it was meant to be a morale boost for this upcoming year. I mean, the war's been long, arduous, rough. And I'll tell you right now from my informants, we're not doing very well in the war.
The hell are we supposed to do about a war?
Well, not much, my dear, but like I said, it's going to cost a lot more resources, which means that it's going to have a hard time on us trying to ship our product, or even have product to sell. So, as respective heads of most of your departments, need you all to come together, come up with a plan to get our company back on track and under budget.
Okay, well, I guess I didn't think my department was over budget. So,
Well, it is.
Okay, we might spend
well, maybe
a
your
little
math
bit
is
more.
wrong.
Numbers do not lie. Like
Well, maybe
your
you
husband.
do.
Oh,
I beg your pardon.
Okay, finance, what about your numbers? You could be hiding shit. We never know.
Numbers don't lie.
But people do. And I think you're a big fat liar. There, I said it.
Don't you buy people in your department lunch every Friday? Do you pay for that out of pocket?
Well, of
She
course
does
I do.
not. I have
Yes, I
seen
do.
the debits and the credits.
Because I think you have a company credit.
I do not. In fact, I can't even get my husband properly healed. I don't got shit. Excuse me. Oh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to say that.
Hun,
That was so improper of me. I apologize for swearing to all of you.
it's okay, hun. Just try to do better in the future.
I promise I will try not to cuss.
I think we all appreciate that, and so do our ears.
Oh, I appreciate you.
I'm
Montgomery,
confused. When did you say a swear word?
Montgomery says, enough of this. Enough of the bickering. I need you all to work together. Your team lead on this.
Your daughter?
Yes.
Oh.
Alright, girl, we can't go drinking after this. We gotta stay sober to
Well.
figure this out. We weren't gonna go drinking. A little. You wanted her to make friends, and she made one. It's me. I'm her friend. Oh.
Great. Anyway, I need answers by Monday. So, I need you all to work together.
Excuse me, did you know it's a holiday?
I don't care. Do you like your job? Do you like having a paycheck?
Yeah.
Then you'll figure this out by Monday.
I think the finance guy should figure it out by Monday. He knows numbers.
Supposedly.
What does a dock worker have to do with this?
You can't ship your product without dock worker.
What, can you cut expenses or whatever?
It is impossible to cut expenses. You need to sell more.
Can't you just get, smaller boxes?
I don't think
thinner,
you need to have 5 of you.
Thinner boxes?
In fact, I think the other 4 might do better job.
No. Stacy does all the filing because she's good at reading things well, and, Margot makes the best coffee in our department. We cannot let her go.
Well, I don't-
Rachel could go, though. She's a bitch.
Fire Rachel.
Done, folks.
I think
Let's go home, guys. We fired Rachel.
Plus,
Rachel's a bitch.
plus, I heard she was sleeping with Denise, and Denise is married.
But, okay, so fired coffee maker is Rachel.
Yeah.
No longer need to buy coffee. Coffee expensive.
What?
Problem solved.
What?
Yeah.
No,
I
the
feel like
coffee's...
that alone might put us well under budget.
I mean, that is one whole salary and a coffee budget. And she makes coffee for the whole company, so that's...
You see as Montgomery's face is turning red at this point, and you see veins popping out of the side of his head, and he slams his fist on the desk and he says, "Listen, chuckle fucks, I don't care how you do it. I don't care how it's done. I want it done by Monday."
I saw a problem already.
Okay, here's a realistic question, okay? How much budget do we need to lose? Or whatever.
So, it's that time you guys feel the ship. It feels like it hit something, and you guys all kind of go careening off to like the side for a second, and like all of these lights.
Hope you're not behind me.
No, I know better than to stand behind you.
All of these lights.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
All of the lights in here
2021.
are candle lights.
That's the truth.
So all of these lights, they seem to like flash and then flicker. They're all candle lights, so there is no magical lights in here at all. And all of a sudden you hear a "Ugh!"
Oh, what was that?
Oh,
I think, did somebody stub their toe?
hello out there.
Can
Hello?
Hey, light.
So
Oh, that's Andy.
Oh.
I boop you on the snoot.
So all the
Cast
candles
light.
went out?
You're like a
what's
ranger.
that?
All the candles went out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just cast Prestidigitation, turn it back on.
I cast light at the same time.
Oh.
Ah.
It's really bright in here.
Oh, my eyes!
So we'll say the light goes off first because you got to be able to see what you're doing with your prestidigitation.
Sure.
So
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
as soon as there's
Magic.
there's this small light now in the room on Hank's nose.
Oh, I can't see.
In this complete darkness, there's this bright. What color is
Oh, well, we'll make it match Hank. So like a little blue.
a little blue?
Blue.
Oh.
Blue light.
boy.
Blue light.
All right. And then now that you can see, you prestidigitation, all the lights come back up, and you now see that Montgomery is slumped over in his desk.
Dad?
Hey, Mr. Montgomery,
No sound.
go poke him.
Dad?
Hey, don't freak out. Go poke him.
Go,
No, you go poke him. She goes poke him.
I'm already over next to him, just like give him a little.
He like kind of falls over to one side.
Oh my god!
You see, there's like
Oh, my
blood
goodness.
pooling
Oh
from
my
him.
god!
That is a dead man.
That is a dead body. Oh my.
Oh, hold it together, hon.
Oh,
No. Breathe.
I really don't like blood.
Just turn around.
Okay,
Blood.
I can still kind of smell it though.
It's like pool of blood like forming on the floor.
Okay, just cup your hands in front of your mouth and breathe. Just in and out.
Does anybody have a paper bag or something? I think I'm gonna hyperventilate.
It's very different with Loxodon children because they have the big snout. But you just cup your mouth and go.
I grab a sheet of paper off his desk, hand it to her.
Oh my god, there's a spot of blood on that! Why would you get...
I start digging through my mom purse.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay?
All I got is some balm. I got some chapstick.
I don't need chapstick. Well, actually, you know what? I am a bit chappy.
Oh yeah, of course, hon.
Are you? Oh God, your dad's dead. Are you okay?
No.
Well, that seems fair.
Why would I not?
I mean, do you
Someone
have
just killed my dad.
Yes.
Maybe
Elephants have
when the
lips.
ship
They
lurched,
also
she
have their
fell on
tip
some
of their nose
scissors or
to get
something.
by.
I guess.
What's sticking out? Is there? I look. Is there something sticking out of the wound?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay, my intelligence is not so good.
Is it not so good?
You are telling me.
No.
7.
7? Yeah, there's nothing sticking out of him. There's just blood, like, pouring out of his chest.
Can I try to see,
Is he
like,
breathing?
what might have stabbed him? Like,
Make me an investigation check.
how he might have been. Hey, natural 20.
Nice. So this definitely looks like it was, some kind of bladed object.
I just looked down at the ground. There's a lot of blood. It's kind of everywhere.
Can you please stop talking about it? Okay.
I think it might be out more than in.
Please. His daughter's right here.
What did he get hit with?
He was stabbed.
Oh.
He had sharp object.
Oh my god.
I back up against the wall. I wonder where a sharp object would come from.
Oh, hon, you wouldn't never do that.
Look, I can clearly see the sword, but you guys said it was stuck to your back.
I mean, I take it off my back. I mean, it comes off.
Oh,
Is there
well.
blood on it?
Do I have blood on my sword?
I don't know, do you?
Oh.
I don't think so. I haven't killed anyone recently with it.
Recently?
That I know of. That I know of.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
get
know
HR. Okay, this is something that needs to be reported to HR. It's gonna be so much paperwork. I go to leave.
Does HR handle?
Don't let her leave. She might have killed him.
Why would I kill him?
Someone in this room did.
I run to the door and hold my blade up to you. You're not going anywhere, honey.
Probably this motherfucker.
Oh, he's gonna kill her now.
I'm preventing her from leaving.
Han, put that down. I think everyone is just losing their cool in a very tough situation. Now, why don't you just put your weapon away? Why don't
Somebody please
everyone
put
put their
something
weapons
over
away?
the dead body. I'm gonna lose my dinner, and it was expensive.
Okay, Han, why don't you just step outside, okay?
Well, he told me not to. He was gonna stab me like he stabbed the boss.
I didn't do anything.
Well, okay,
You're the
Han.
only one here with a sharp dagger thing.
Does
Okay,
it look
Han,
like-
don't
like
stab
that?
the nice
Like
young
size?
girl.
Well, she better not leave then.
Make
Oh,
me a wisdom check. Just a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Actually, make me a medicine check. We'll call it a medicine check. Yeah, as you kind of look at that blade and you look
14.
back. It's a bit big.
That's too big.
Yeah.
Well, does
Um,
anybody else have any weapons on them?
So
Or like a letter opener?
the wound itself is definitely like that size as you look, Piotr. But like you can kind of tell that the blade for this it's not that large.
I'm gonna rummage through the desk real quick.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
So I can't leave, or
Oh,
what was the decision
Nope.
on leaving?
No, no one's leaving.
Let's get HR. Like, I feel
Han,
like we
will
need to
you-
do a report on this.
3.
Look, no one's going anywhere.
There's
so
a
why
lot
don't
of
you put
blood
your
on
sword
this
away?
desk, and while you might not be averted to
It's a cursed sword anyway. We don't like it,
rifle through
remember?
blood, like
But it's for defensive
leaking
purposes.
in places, like leaking on the documents on the
It's
on the
getting
table.
everywhere now. I think we should.
Oh, God!
Someone should stop that. Like, plug it up. Is that what you do?
Does anybody know
I don't
how
know.
to stop bleeding on a dead
I grabbed
body?
some of his jacket and like shifted.
Oh, stop!
You shove it in the wound.
Stop! Why are you
Fucking
doing?
doctor. I'm not
Apply
doctor.
pressure.
I don't do this.
He's not a cream buff.
He's not stuffing him. He's just applying pressure.
There's nothing to apply pressure to. He's dead.
What's on the desk? There's paperwork.
Yeah.
What's on the
there's-
paperwork?
Oh, hey, buddy, I don't think
Go ahead
that's
and make
going
me
to
an
do
investigation
anything.
27.
27.
That's
so
a natural 20.
you manage to like as the blood is like pooling out towards you guys, you manage to like grab a piece of paper there, and it seems like there are plans, like the portion of a plan, for some kind of device that is 4 parts in this boat, on the lower levels. You're not really sure what this device is, but it looks mechanical in nature. Maybe with a bit more digging or a bit more information, you might be able to find it out.
trying to think of if anyone's like. You seem like a simple person. Do you know what these
You
are?
know what? He should be offended, but I don't think he understands that he should be.
No one was talking to you.
Everyone's talking to you.
Was that an
Everyone's
insult or a compliment?
Talking about you.
Oh.
No.
Talking to you.
I'm talking about everyone.
Yeah, you are.
And I love you for that.
I think both are factually true.
Yeah, both are true. Both are true.
I got some things that I've learned about you too. So,
Hun, why don't you take a look at the wound?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand any of
Yeah,
that?
I
You
go.
seem
I'll take a
simple.
look at the wound. I'm pretty good. I play little puzzles on the side. So.
what?
Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
She
What,
plays a lot of like
medicine?
Candy Crush.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really good.
He just really likes Operation.
Oh my god.
That's a 12.
That's 12. I mean, this wound is like really well done, and it could probably only be somebody with really deft hands, as it is right between a couple of the rib bones and like right into the heart. So
Oh goodness, this is very precise. It's just like on CSI.
What's CSI,
What?
hun?
Oh, I took you to those plays here about 2 years ago.
I actually
Was
went to
that
one of the
series?
Oh.
I actually went to one of the plays too. It's like true crime. It's really interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
well-
actually think some of the plays are based off of Jacqueline Caldwell's books.
Oh, that's very
Well,
interesting.
anyway, the actors seem really, really smart.
Whatever. Josephine Caldwell. That's her name.
Oh.
I don't know what you mean by simple, but
But it looks like it was a clean cut here. They really knew where they were stabbing.
Well, okay. Has any of you ever stabbed anyone before?
Yes.
Okay, then it was you. Case
Oh,
closed.
goodness.
Haven't we all stabbed people before?
Not on
You get a little
purpose.
angry.
What? I mean, no, not on purpose.
Now, you leave my husband alone. He is cursed by this object. He's not defined by it.
Cursed by you? Are you the object?
No, by the sword. The sword's cursed. As I pull it out and show it to
we
you.
should not. What?
Please
Oh,
put it away,
Put the
hon.
murder weapon away.
It's not. There's no blood on it. You can see.
There's gonna be blood on it if you keep swinging it around.
That's fair.
You will accidentally murder another person.
So are we like filing paperwork with HR about this or what? I have coins I want to spend down in the casino.
What are you doing right now,
I'm
Roy?
showing the paperwork to Pietro to see if he understands any of it. I'm smart, I get this, but like, do you get this?
Go ahead.
What is it?
Go ahead and make me just a general intelligence check.
I don't get it.
It
That's a
just
3.
seems to go right over Piotr's head.
Well, let me look at it again.
Go ahead and make me a intelligence check.
13.
So these devices seem to draw in the water from the surrounding river to do something, but you're not really quite sure what it does. But I mean, for a boat to draw in water, it's kind of weird.
No, it's sort of like water sucking device for the boats.
This
This boat is steam powered, so I don't understand why it would want to take on water. Usually that sinks ships.
maybe to make more steam.
Maybe.
But how would it heat up the steam? If it just sucked in a bunch of water, how would it heat it up?
Maybe it shoots it out in like a jet stream.
Oh,
I
maybe.
don't know. I don't think the plans are here.
Maybe it's kind of like when you have a hose turned on in your backyard and like no one's holding onto the hose and so it just goes whoosh, all over the place. But if you put that in a boat, then it makes the boat go forward.
Hun, that's crazy talk.
Okay, well, I just have these ideas sometimes, and I'm not the smartest woman in the world, but I try my best, and I just feel like sometimes people, just take me for granted. That's all I'm saying. But
Mr. Montgomery, is everything okay in there?
No.
Yes, it's fine.
We're fine.
Go ahead and
It's
make
fine.
me a performance check.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
crap.
sorry. This was not
Check?
clear
Yep.
with me before.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
So on your skills, there should be performance. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I played D&D before. I'll throw another one. I dropped that one on the ground. Oh, I dropped that one too. Oh my god, I got a bunch of D20s.
No rolls.
Oh, that one.
today.
Okay, I caught that one.
8.
8.
Yep.
So you guys hear as Rourke is kind of like, yeah, everything's fine. Doesn't sound anything like Montgomery. And you hear another knock, and you hear, are you sure, Mr. Montgomery? I mean, I know you told us to stay out, but we can come in.
Nope, we're solving issues.
We're fine.
I'm rich, bitch.
Go ahead and make me another performance check.
12.
It sounds a little bit better. It's getting a little bit better, but they're like,
Daughter, tell them we're fine.
No, someone killed my dad.
No one's dead in here.
make me another performance check.
13.
They're really confused. Now, you know your father's bodyguards, and they're not very bright individuals. And they're
I holler through the door. Her dad's dead tired, and we need somebody from HR because my friend has a cursed sword stuck on his back. Could you please have someone come and talk to us?
Yeah, is that nice lady Audrey?
Yeah, nice is an understatement. Overstatement.
Oh.
But yeah, Audrey, and we need Audrey. Could you please go get her?
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll see. We'll see if they're smart enough to.
Dumb orcs.
They're here for the muscle and to look pretty. That's all.
Just start talking and locks it on.
That's a natural 1 and a 2. So, yeah, you hear them like kind of heavy step away.
Oh, that was close.
It didn't seem close at all.
They almost came in and saw everything.
Well, we're gonna
They-
have to
we
tell
really
Audrey
didn't
because we
feel
need to
that way.
file this as a report with HR.
So-
I'm gonna need months of therapy for this emotional trauma.
They're gonna think one of us did it.
Yeah, it was you, the guy with the sword.
Well, I didn't do
Or
anything.
him, the guy who said he's clearly stabbed someone before.
What
We've all
about?
stabbed people before.
I have never stabbed anyone in my life because
I
I'm
think
not
you're alone
crazy.
in that there, buddy.
What about?
Sometimes I get mad and things.
Yeah, and sometimes
Well,
I
okay.
get mad and I meet a stranger at the bar and fuck him.
Just like that.
Hold on.
You just need to get laid and then you'll be so mad all the time.
Hold on. Calm down. What about that Samuel guy?
I don't know, Samuel guy?
The guy with the white suit?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, Colonel Samuel.
What about him?
I mean, he was close to your dad. I mean, he was standing close to him. I mean, none of us got close. How could any of us have hit him?
He left like a good 10 minutes before he
was-
died.
This is his office, so maybe he has one of those secret doors like you see in the place.
Yeah, he built this place. I'm sure he knows.
Okay, let's look for secret doors then. I'll humor your. This is a dream, right? It's a dream and I'm just having a panic attack?
No, Han, this is real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should have brought my meds. I'm having a
So whoever's looking for a secret door can roll me an
secret
investigation.
tunnel.
Secret dogs?
You
dogs.
know what? I'm willing to search.
All right.
Yeah, investigation. I'm not great at that.
I'm not smart.
I
I'm
got
just very
advantage
Oh.
because I'm a Loxodon.
Oh.
All of you idiots are never gonna find anything.
Oh,
19 minus 1 is 18.
yeah.
Okay.
I got 4.
I'm not
What
smart.
about
That's
you?
actually still good at that.
What did you get?
Oh, I didn't roll.
Oh, I thought you were.
17.
Okay. So you eventually come upon the same area that Martha is looking at, and Martha's already actually like pulling like books from this small shelf, and then she sees this small statue, and she like pulls back its head, and there's a small button on there, and she's like, boop, and then like a panel clicks open behind the desk itself. And then you hear at the door, you hear, Mr. Montgomery, is everything okay in there? I heard we needed somebody from HR, sir. I'm here now.
Yeah, I needed to file a report for emotional trauma.
You'll not get
And you hear a voice go, Elaine, I know you have some other things to do than quote-unquote emotional trauma.
Okay, yeah, but this is
They're
real.
all from Minnesota.
Yeah.
This is a real emotional trauma, okay? Like, you don't even know. We're all traumatized right now.
All right, that's it. I'm coming in, and you hear her like start to rattle the.
Oh no, you can't! You can't
like,
come in. We're all naked.
It seems like the door had been locked at some point in time, and she's like, "Hold on, I'll get the key."
What? Is there a chair? Like
Huh?
a chair on the other side of the desk that the dead guy's not in?
Yeah,
I take a chair. Did the door open innie or outie?
it opens in towards you guys.
Okay, I take a chair and I ram it up against it. Underneath the doorknob.
Make me a strength check.
Oh, my -1 strength.
You didn't ask the swole Maypock to help you?
7.
You see as
What are you trying to open?
you see as Elaine
lock
takes a
the
chair
door.
and like shoves
Oh.
it up under the door handle, and then the chair like falls down flat.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done crime.
Russ will show and he'll just brace the door.
Okay.
What am I supposed to tell her? I really do need to file a report. gonna need therapy.
I will.
I've seen a dead body before.
I will
This is
go over
ridiculous.
and lift the chair that's like twice the size of me, I'm sure, over my head and try and like
Jam it into the
jam
door.
it in there
Go
pretty.
ahead and make me a strength check.
Well, hon, why are you helping these criminals?
That's a 19.
We're all
19?
criminals.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
managed to shove it up under there
No,
and give it
you
kind
are
of a kick
criminals.
at the 2 feet that are
Obviously, you're trying to
down
stop
on the floor,
them
and you
from
managed
coming
to
in
like
and seeing
really
the
jam
evidence.
it in
They're
there.
all gonna think we're all responsible for this.
Well, they're gonna think I'm responsible because I got the sword.
Yeah, but you two are trying to stop people from coming in and seeing it.
Okay, so
That's
we just let her in and
suspicious.
we're like, look, a dead body. Isn't that so cool?
No, you're acting very suspicious now, hon.
We all are suspicious because we were in the room,
Are
hun.
there one of those fancy drink carts in this room?
There is like a globe that pulls in half.
I flip it up, I grab the fancy liquor bottle, and I just uncap it and take a chug.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Please vomit. Please vomit.
My con saving throw is actually pretty good. 15.
15. This is pretty strong stuff, and it burns the entire time. And you guys see, as she uncorks it, that the liquor in the bottle, which had been clear at the time, starts to swirl and turn red like fire. And she just like keels it back, and then she like pulls her mouth off of the bottle, and she actually breathes fire for a second, and she does a little hiccup. You are poisoned
Oh, that's fancy.
because you're drunk.
Oh.
Well, I don't think that was a very good idea, hon.
But she burped fire. That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm not saying it's not neat, but
I want that on the
Yeah, it's
t-shirt.
really
I'm not saying that's
Do
not
you, do you want some?
Tina is a rat.
oh, please don't breathe in my direction, hon.
Here.
Oh, you keep that.
You want
I'm
some?
No, I'm fine.
No. It'll take the edge off. I feel so much better now. Look, I can stare right at that gaping wound and not move.
Make me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage because you are poisoned.
18. 9.
You immediately.
Oh, goodness.
When did I have corn?
Corn? I don't remember eating corn.
What happened when you pushed that button, hun?
Oh, well, this little door opened.
Maybe we should go check that out before they come back.
Well, okay. Who wants to peek in the door?
Is it small? What size is it?
It's about a medium-sized door.
I'll head in and just like peek in and see if there's any light or anything.
There's no light in here. It's kind of dark, and it seems to go back for
Oh,
a few
his
feet.
nose is.
Oh,
his
your nose is still lit up. Yeah, so it's lit, and there's some kind of hallway back here that leads back for a good 15, 20 feet before it peels off to either side.
I'll look back and be like, guys, there's a hallway. It looks like it comes to an intersection, but we probably should go before they come back.
You hear as Audrey has come back, and she is like jingling keys, trying to find the right one to open the door, and she's like, "Mr. Montgomery, I'm coming in. Who's in there with you?"
Let's go.
Oh, okay. You lead the way, hon.
I'm gonna start heading through the door.
We're all going to jail.
Maybe
Do we bring him with us?
the dead body.
No! He's staying here!
Look, we didn't rifle through his pockets. I'm just saying he might have some good shit on him.
Well, go
Yeah.
rifle, tiny man.
I don't have time. This is out of character because I'm not saying it in an accent.
I mean, he might have some important information in regards to who killed him in his pocket.
We don't really have time. We gotta go. Come on.
Let's go.
You hear the jingling, and the door starts rattling, and then you hear like heavy boots on the door, and they're like, "We'll get it open, Mr. Montgomery."
Yeah, let's go. I follow.
I'll lead the charge. Who's ever coming with?
And then when whoever's last, shut the door.
So I need to know. So this doorway is big enough for one person to go in at a time. I need to know who's going in first. Okay, who's going in second, third, and fourth.
Fourth? What are you first?
Doesn't matter.
Rollies.
I'm still over by the body, like, are you sure, though? Like,
I would be last, I guess.
I'll go for it then, I guess.
Fourth? Okay. So the door finally like breaks open, and you see as Newman and Whitcomb and Audrey break into the door, and they see the two of you that are still there, and they're like, they look directly at your boss's slumped over body, and they go, "You're both under arrest!"
It wasn't us.
Yeah, sure.
You might. Everyone else ran away.
And, like, Audrey's, like, screaming now, like, bloody murder. And she's like, "I'm gonna go get the, security."
I think you mean... that's fine, actually. I think that's probably...
Go get Mr. Tarn, too.
Yeah, we will. So you're both under arrest. Stay still.
So are you gonna go do the thing, or just stand there and keep telling us?
Like, Audrey's already, like, screaming and, like, running down the hallway, and the two are approaching you to, like...
Can you help us figure out what happened?
Okay, are we still nearby?
You can hear them.
Can I
like,
make bad
into the door.
choices, poke my head through the door, and twin cast charm person at them?
Yes,
There's
you may.
only two of them, right?
There is.
Okay. Wisdom save DC 15.
Okay.
What's the thing?
Twin cast, man. Twin cast.
That's a 10 and a 10.
Ooh.
Boys.
And they both, like, they have these two grabbed, like, around the shoulders, like they're going to take them into custody.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Elaine!
Hey! That's his daughter. She would never. You should let her go. And he's with me. You should let him go, too.
I mean...
It's okay. I'll watch them. I promise.
But it really looks like they killed Mr. Montgomery.
But we're not the ones who ran away. I don't understand. Why
Do you know who
would
did
think-
run away? Aubrey.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah, you should go after her. And you should let my friends go.
Friends.
I'm actually behind his plan.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage.
PITCH.
I'm Charm Person!
Huh?
Okay. A persuasion?
Yep.
23.
Yeah, they're both like, yeah!
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you know what?
Aubrey is a bitch.
She probably killed him, didn't she?
I think she did. She never gets back to anyone's HR claims.
So yeah, you see as they now let you go, both of the bodyguards do, and they start, like, running down the hall after Aubrey.
Let's go.
I don't want to leave him.
We gotta find out who killed him.
Let's shoot at him.
Let's go. Let's go. I get them all, usher them through the door, and then when we all get into the hallway, I shut the secret entrance.
Okay.
So,
You're welcome.
I don't have to be with you, right?
You're not my type.
Oh, that's good. You are not mine either. I don't know what that means.
I would have, at this point, been at that T intersection and been, like, looking around, like, checking back with them, but also checking ahead to make sure that nothing's dangerous or anything.
Yeah. So now that you guys are all in the secret hallway, we'll go ahead and take our break real quick.
Secret hallway.
Thank you for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.